Hello everyone, and welcome to a webinar for authors by the Journal of Public Health in the Deep South. The Journal of Public Health in the Deep South is a peer-reviewed open access journal that is all online, which focuses on disseminating high-quality research to academics, educators, and practitioners. It is also the first publication to specifically focus on public health issues in the space of the Deep South with an appeal to research and applied public health professionals and educators. This is a joint project between the Mississippi Public Health Association and Mississippi State University. Today I'm going to briefly touch on the different article types that the journal publishes. These are the more popular article types that we've got: full research studies, research briefs, case reports, commentaries, and review articles. I'm going to give a little more details on these throughout the webinar, but you can always refer back to the journal's website and author guidelines. The type of submission that we get most often are papers that describe a research study. These are a bit more formal and have requirements in terms of what types of sections or headings you should include, as well as an abstract. They are also pretty lengthy, coming in at a maximum of 5,000 words. It's also important to note that all submissions require a cover letter, whether it's a research article or a commentary. A research brief is a very similar article type to a full research study, except it has a lower word limit and it describes an overview of ongoing or preliminary research. This also has requirements for formal headings and an abstract, with a limit of 2,000 words. Next, we have case studies, also known as case reports. These are about a specific initiative, activity, or event. They are a little less formal with the heading requirements, but you still want to give background for the case study to provide context, as well as explain what happened and why within the body of the article. This has a word limit of about 3,500 words. Next, we have commentaries. These are pretty self-explanatory, and the only real requirement for these is the word count of 1,500 words. Commentaries can be invited, or they can also be submitted ad hoc. Lastly, we have review articles. This is a very recent addition that we've added to the journal as an article type, so we're very excited to offer this now. Research articles provide a comprehensive study and summary of the available information or research on a topic. They do require formal headings and abstract the works with a limit of 3,500 words. I also wanted to quickly show you all where on the website to submit an article. You can go to our site on Scholars Junction. Here's the link. And on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see this Submit Article button. You can also see the author guidelines page a few spaces above it. But if you'd like to submit an article, all you have to do is go to this section right here. If I were an author, something I would want to know would be what happens after I submit my article to the journal. So I've laid out all of the steps here for you as to what happens. So the first thing is a desk decision, followed up by sending the article out to peer review. This typically takes anywhere from 2 weeks to a month. Then once the reviewer comes back with their recommendations and the editor makes the decision, revisions may be requested of the author, and we usually give about 2 weeks for this. If the decision after this step is accept, then the author will fill out a publishing agreement with us, followed by a round of copy editing. This typically takes anywhere from a week to 2 weeks. We then allow the author a final pass of the copy edits, and this is the chance to make any last edits to the paper before it publishes. Then it is approved for publication, a journal issue is created, and the issue publishes. However, I will say the journal is now moving towards an online first publication model. So if the paper is not in a special issue, then it will likely publish as soon as it is ready. Lastly, we just wanted to include some important links here at the end of the slides on where and how to submit to the journal. You can always reach out to us if you have any further questions.